Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tranquil Journeys. I'm Jennifer Fater, and I'm here with Allison Clement, and we are your instructors. Allison and I are both Reiki masters, and between the two of us, we have training in complementary practices such as sound for relaxation, massage therapy, and Ayurveda. And we've been teaching and affiliated with Images of Hope for over 4 years to bring healing arts to cancer patients, to caregivers, and to anyone affected by cancer in El Dorado County. And we're so happy that you are here with us, and we want to thank you for your continued support of Images of Hope and our virtual classes. Today, we will spend time on self-care practices and meditation to create feelings of positivity and keeping a positive mindset. And we will be, Allison and I will both be guiding you through some meditation techniques and also some other routines to empower you with tools to keep a positive attitude throughout your day and throughout high times of stress or even when things aren't going as planned. So I'm going to turn it over to Allison and she'll get us started.
Hi. Uh, our theme of staying positive is a great one for all of us. And if you're like me, sometimes you have worrying thoughts that repeat in your mind. And I had a great conversation with a wonderful therapist who we were talking about that technique of just trying to put annoying thoughts out of our mind. And she made a good point. She says, that just doesn't work. It's like somebody saying, just whatever you do, don't think about pink elephants. And then all you can do is think about pink elephants, try as you might. And she told me about this technique, and then I learned more about it. It's a mindfulness technique. And she said she finds this to be much more effective. And it's often called feeling tones. Um, and it works around our tendencies to label or categorize our experiences. Oh, my elbow's hurting. That is just bad. It's always going to be that way, for example. Uh, and this technique, it can work well during a meditation. And it teaches you that our labels can change. There is nothing that is intrinsically bad or good. It's how we perceive the sensation and how we label it. So I'm going to take you through almost a mini guided meditation, and it'll bring to your awareness how our labels can change, and in the end, that makes a person feel a lot more positive about things, because it brings to your mind the idea that, oh, okay, that isn't forever bad. Sometimes I can experience that and feel curiosity, maybe, or there's something pleasant about that than maybe just bad and unpleasant, and it's forever going to be that way. So come with me on this little guided meditation, and I'll uh, I'll I'll hopefully bring this to your awareness. So we'll use the mindfulness of sensations in the body to develop ways to develop an awareness of ways that our mind colors our perceptions of the world, and it'll hopefully result in a more positive attitude. So first of all, begin in a comfortable seated position with your spine tall. Sometimes if you don't know if you're seated in a good upright position, if you bring your shoulders up to your ears and then drop them, That kind of helps to straighten out your spine. So get comfy, and you can close your eyes if you like, and breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Turn your awareness inwards towards your physical body. And first, let's focus on the lower part of our body. You can think about your feet, your legs, move upwards, and notice any sensations in your body that call your attention. And without lingering too long on any one sensation, just quickly label what you notice, and then notice whether or not the sensation does it seem pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? Pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. For example, right knee, unpleasant. Rise and fall of the chest, pleasant. So slowly move your awareness up your body, legs, hips, belly, back, your chest, arms, shoulders, up your neck, your jaw, your face. Notice any sensations then in your body, and notice the label you give that sensation. Unpleasant, neutral, or pleasant. And continue doing this until you've scanned your whole body. Now let's pause and think of those sensations that you've labeled. How often did you label a sensation as neutral? Was it more or less often than those that you decided were unpleasant or pleasant? Did you have more unpleasant sensations than pleasant or neutral? Maybe an equal number? And think about whether you were able to notice a sensation without immediately thinking, oh, that sensation is unpleasant or pleasant. Were you able to notice any sensations that weren't associated with pleasantness or unpleasantness? Just take note. And we're going to repeat this exercise with thoughts and emotions. So continue to notice your breathing. And this time we're just going to pay attention to the thoughts that pass in and out of your mind while you're aware of your breathing. Just like clouds go across the sky, thoughts will pass in and out. And as those thoughts go through your mind, just notice and label them. Oh, is that a worrying thought, an unpleasant thought, Was that a pleasant thought? Was it neutral? Or you could label them, was that a worry or some sort of a health anxiety? Just notice your thoughts and just label them. And you might find that after you give the thought a label, the thought just continues to pass through. And any emotions that come into your feelings while you're thinking of your breath, you can label that emotion also. Could be impatience, could be happiness, contentment. And notice whether that emotion is pleasant or unpleasant or perhaps just neutral. Although sometimes it's hard to have a neutral emotion. And then return your attention to your breath. You don't have to seek out emotions. Just pay attention to your breath and see what comes through your mind. And then we'll finish. Just go back to your breath. Don't worry about labeling anything anymore. But hopefully that has brought that technique to your awareness where you can label what passes through your mind or the sensations in your body. And the main point of it is that everything that we might notice has the potential to be equally has the equal potential to be pleasant or unpleasant. And that quality that we assign it isn't fixed. It's not written in stone. It can change. So when we pay attention to the how we label a feeling as bad or good, sometimes it becomes more obvious that our labels can change. It all depends on our mind. If you look at a feeling or sensation with curiosity rather than with an assumption that, oh, that's bad, sometimes you start feeling a lot more positive. So we realize that the labels can change. We have the power to change a situation by intentionally changing the labels that we apply. And it's about becoming present and mindful of what we notice without judging it. Sometimes it's the snap judgments that are usually unpleasant, and we think something's going to last forever. And this technique of just noticing what we assign to a feeling can stop the unpleasant feelings from happening so often and from repeating. So it has research has found that just simply labeling a thought, emotion, a sensation can stop repetitive negative thinking. So give it a try. Just be aware. When something comes through, just label it. Just notice, is that an unpleasant thought, a pleasant thought? Give it a try. So that's the feeling tones technique. And I'm just going to show you one more short technique that you can find if you Google it. It's called the stop method, and it also helps you stay more positive and not rush to a negative response. The stop method acts by interrupting that process of noticing something or feeling something and then making that automatic negative judgment. It jumps in that it creates a pause between the perception or the sensation and our automatic, usually negative response. So I'll show you how to do it. And it's easy to remember because it's stop. STOP. So that's all you have to remember. And the letters each stand for a step in the process. And it's pretty easy. So it helps you create space, come down from a worried mind, and into the present moment, which is a much more positive place to be usually. So the S stands for stop. Stop what you're doing. You can do this anytime, even while you're waiting at a red light, or if you find yourself getting angry about something, think stop. Stop what you're doing. T, take a few deep breaths. Even for a minute, just a few breaths in, out. Feel the air going through your nose and out your nose or mouth, just even a couple times. So stop, take a few breaths, deep breaths. O, observe what's going on in your mind and body. So after you take the breaths, think, okay, what's going on? Oh, am I feeling angry? Or, wow, I've just kind of noticed that pain there. Just observe what's going on. And if you want, you can give it a label. Give that feeling a label. Think, oh, that's an unpleasant feeling or thought. Or that's kind of a neutral one. So that's stop, take a few breaths. O for observe. And then finally, P, proceed to do something that works to support you in a positive way. So, have a cup of tea, maybe rub your shoulders, talk to a friend, or as Deepak Chopra put it, I like this. He said, "Proceed with joy, kindness, and love." So that is the stop method, and it'll be a nice experiment to try and see if that works to keep you more positive in situations where you might behave or think in a more negative way. So give it a try. And the act of labeling things, as we did in this stop method and in the feeling tones, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, you can try that anytime during the day and give it a try even during Jennifer's guided meditation. I'm going to hand it over to Jennifer next. And if you notice thoughts or sensations going through your body, just pause for a second in your mind and just label them, and then let them go through and see what that does. So I'll hand it to Jennifer now, and she'll start us off with a lovely guided meditation.
Thank you, Allison. Those are two great techniques that I've used before, and I found them very effective, and I hope that you will too. So let's get started for our meditation. Take a few minutes to shift and get comfortable so that you can be sitting or lying down for the next 10 minutes or so. And when you're ready, let your eyes close if you wish. Focus on your inhale and your exhale. And again, try to feel the air coming through your nostrils or your mouth on your inhale and your exhale. Really letting yourself pay attention to the breath. The breath is so important. It's actually known to help you through challenging emotions and feelings. And it is one of your most powerful tools that you always have access to. And when you're ready, take a little bit of a deeper inhale, allowing the belly to expand deep around the belly button area. Slowly exhale and just work comfortably for a moment to take some nice, relaxing, deeper breaths where you can just focus on the feeling and sensation and the way your body responds and your mind responds from the breath. So we'll be here silent for a moment as we just tune in, being fully present with our breath and our breathing. Enjoy this deep rest you're creating for yourself. And again, acknowledge your thoughts. Allow your thoughts to come and go. And notice while you're resting if you have any tension that you're holding on to. And try with your exhale to release the tension that you might feel in different areas of the body. Try to imagine that your forehead muscles are soothing and spreading as you exhale, that your jaw releases. If you're holding your mouth closed, your tongue relaxes. The tension might drift from your eyes as they're closed. And as you inhale and then exhale again, Let your body just really sink into the chair that you're sitting on, or really sink into the floor beneath you if you're laying down, so that you become heavy and fully supported. And on each exhale, you relax a little bit deeper, becoming heavier and heavier. Make sure to let your legs relax all the way down to your ankles and feet and toes. Sometimes we don't realize the tension we carry in our hips and legs. So let this time be release, surrender to just being here now in the present moment. Try practicing some of the techniques you learned earlier in the meditation with Allison. If you have thoughts come and go, try to ask yourself if they are unpleasant, neutral, or pleasant, and just label them and then let them go. Know that you have all the answers within you. But there's nothing to do now. Just recognize the sensations you feel in your body and label your thoughts if you have them. Going within as you are and becoming aware of your thinking and how that correlates to what you're feeling is an important tool for coping with all kinds of stress. And reversing negativity into positivity. So continue to just be here with yourself, gentle, gentle drifting as you ease tension. Let go of any past worry, future anxieties. And now just imagine that you have so much power within you. You have light shining within you, love radiating with you, happiness surrounding you. Allow yourself to absorb this positive energy that exists within you, within all of us. And as you breathe in and exhale again, see if you can feel and sense happiness. Feel and sense light and love all throughout your entire body. And maybe bring your hands to your heart. Just imagine all this great positive energy surrounding your heart area, radiating throughout you. Providing you with a positive mindset and positive health responses to your environment, a feeling of well-being and relaxation. All of this can be created by you whenever you want. And now, if it's comfortable, move the palms of your hands to the top of your head and take a breath here. So much energy around the top of our head. And it's just a reminder there's a powerful chakra at the top of the head. Feels good to touch the head on the top of the head. It relieves pressure in the mind. Just a gentle touch is so powerful. A touch and a breath. And then move the palms over the eyes, allowing your eyes to relax back. Make sure to drop your shoulders down and back. And use this moment again to reflect on how you're feeling. Take a breath. If there's a thought, label it. And then let your fingertips drag over to your temples and just do some light circles as you slowly bring yourself back to the room that you're in. Take a breath here again. And then place your hands back on your heart. Take one last final breath as you open your eyes. And just as we're waking up here, I just want to remind you of a couple of very important points to help you find calm and flowing energy in the body. And so we have in the past done some light stroking on the neck from the base of the chin to the top of the collarbone here. So just take a moment to stretch up as comfortable as possible. Don't strain and just lightly drag your fingertips down the neck. This is a great way to cleanse the body of toxins, drain the lymphatic system, massage the neck, and bring energy to the throat chakra, which is right here, center base of the throat. And there's also a couple of very important marma points in Ayurveda. They're kind of like acupressure points, but specific points on the body that address certain things and stimulate energy flow. And so here, you just want to find the edge of your chin and just let the fingertips drift off the jawline, just right under the jaw. It's kind of a natural indentation at the top of the throat. And you don't put pressure, you barely touch the area because this is an area that is stimulated by breath and light touch. And so when you inhale and exhale, and also barely touch the area here, then you're stimulating the point. And this point is a great point for calming the entire body and mind, as well as bringing energy and circulation to the head. So it's also a good headache point. If you're feeling like you have stuffiness or headache, so that it's just very light under the chin. You don't want to go too far to the side or too close in the middle. That's uncomfortable to touch there, but it's just right in that natural spot under the jawline. And then you can let your fingertips drop down and find that anxiety point. This is an acupressure point. And again, we find it by just taking our hand and lying it under the collarbone where the thumb and the index finger naturally land are the pressure points. And so again, taking a breath here and doing the stop exercise while you hold this point is very effective because the anxiety point is a natural way to calm the body when you're very anxious or feeling a lot of negativity or negative thoughts, or in a moment where you're feeling anger or it's causing some sort of reaction in your body physically and of course mentally at the same time. Just hold on to this point and take a breath and do that stop procedure technique. It's very, very useful. I've used this so many times daily. Just kidding, but it's very useful for everyday life and also for extreme situations. And you can also just find the points and tap them too. Sometimes tapping is very effective on these points. So I think that I will turn it back over to Allison now to conclude, and she's got a couple other great techniques to add to your technique toolbox for staying positive. So thank you, Allison.
Yeah, I'm just going to finish by, well, first of all, reminding you that our mind is like the sky. See your mind as a lovely blue sky. And just remember that our thoughts and feelings are the clouds that take different shapes, change, pass through. It's an image that really helps me to stay present and not assume that I'm always going to feel this way, or that something is always going to be like this. It's because those clouds are always passing through. They're always changing. Anyway, that's just an image I'm going to leave with you before I show you the last technique. It's just a quickie. As you know, I'm a big fan of Donna Eden's quick energy techniques. And this one fits very well into our theme of staying positive. It's all about boosting gratitude, because gratitude is a huge component of happiness and positivity, as you probably know. And this is just a lovely little, almost symbolic energy exercise. So come along with me and do this. It'll only take a minute. So first of all, rub your hands together, shake them off, and put them in prayer position. Hope you can see me okay on the camera, because I'm moving my arms around a bit. Rub, shake, prayer position, and then just reach up and open those hands to the universe. And as you do, absorb all that universal energy. And while you do, think of the good things in your life, whether they're your friends, your family, the people that you meet on the street who've smiled at you today, your cat, a wildflower you might have seen. What are you grateful for today? So hold those hands up with gratitude, and then gather that energy in. Bring it to your heart chakra. Bring it to your heart, all that gratitude and wonderful energy. And this energy center in Chinese medicine is called heaven rushing in. So, with this particular exercise, it is doubly true. So, all those wonderful things in the universe, just gather them up, be grateful. All your gratitude goes into your heart, heaven rushing in. So, that's the gratitude booster. And I hope something like that helps you stay positive, just like it helps me. So that's our last technique for the day for this class. And we'd like to thank Images of Hope, El Dorado, as always, for their support, and all of you for watching the classes and giving us all that lovely feedback on how it may have helped you. And I'll just read our quote for the day. It's from Groucho Marx. I, not events, have the power to make me happy or unhappy today. I can choose which it shall be. Yesterday's dead, tomorrow hasn't arrived yet. I have just one day, today, and I'm going to be happy in it. Thank you, Groucho Marx. And thank you all. And enjoy this beautiful spring, and try some of these things we've shared with you to stay positive. So until next time, Jennifer and I wish you well. And stay happy. Thank you. Bye bye.